Hi, I'm Vanessa with Ellie and Mac. Welcome back to my sewing room. Today we're going to be talking about the dress for the perfect silhouette. Before we talk about dresses, we need to talk about fabric. So I found this fabric, I love a deal, for $2 a yard, and I bought as much as I could. Now this fabric's kind of a mystery. I think it's more of a pont. It has really good width stretch. It has good enough stretch along the length, but I think this will be perfect for the Felicia custom cup size dress. So that's what we're gonna make today. But because of this fabric's a little thicker, I'm gonna show you actually how to round out that neckband and then how to add an elastic. So if you're using fabric that you're not for sure will make a great band, or if you're scared to do a V-neck, this is the video for you. I'm gonna show you how to make it the easiest way possible and still have a wonderful outcome. Let's get to my cutting table. My favorite thing about the Felicia is all the darts. That's what's going to give you the beautiful silhouette. And also these beautiful flounce sleeves. I love a circle sleeve, and this is no different. It's going to be absolutely beautiful in this pink. Now when I'm doing my darts, I need a couple tools, and I like my quilting square and my fashion ruler, or sometimes it's called a French curve. This really helps me do the neckline. So what we're doing is we have this high V-neck and the scoop V-neck, and I'm going in the middle for me. That's where I feel like it's going to be comfortable. And then I'm just rounding out the edges there. Now you can completely eyeball this or cut it out on paper first. However will help you achieve that nice curve. And then cutting it out is pretty normal from here. I'm going to be cutting out the darts individually. And with these 4 darts, you want to make sure that you measure yourself perfectly. So to get a dart measurement, you're measuring your upper bust to your full bust, not your under bust. And so your cup size is going to be different usually from your bra size. It's usually a little bit smaller. So don't let that throw you. Now, to make sure your darts are perfect, you want to make sure they're the same length. And even with a projector, I want to just double check and measure those dart lines, because you're going to notice if one is a little bit longer than the other. And chalk is your best friend. Make sure that you chalk those lines really well. And you want to chalk all 3 lines. You're going to be folding on that center line and then lining up the outside chalk lines. And then you're going to be sewing down one of the chalk lines to finish your dart. Now on the flounce circle sleeves, I'm actually not going to finish these. So before leaving them raw, make sure that you test your fabric, and I did test my fabric to make sure that it's not going to unravel here. And I'm trying to cut this as smooth as possible. I'm using my larger rotary, and I'm just going as smoothly across this cut line so there's no inconsistencies and no extra cuts where I don't want them to be. So if you decide to leave anything raw, make sure you test it. And then also make sure that you're cutting it very smoothly all the way along. Now, as you can see, my sleeve looks very nice and smooth, and now it's time to cut out the inside circle. Now, with your inside circle, you are going to be sewing this onto the arm side with your serger, so a perfect cut is not as important here, as you can tell. I should have switched over to my smaller rotary, but it's okay, we got it cut out. And after doing the flounce sleeve, it is time for the skirt. There are 2 cut lines on the skirt, a lower one and a higher one at the waist. The lower one is for your front and the higher one is for your back. I always like to put a clip on the front so I can remember. Now, because I got this fabric at such a great price, I'm going to go as long as possible, and that is the midi length. But there are 3 lengths here, and they all look adorable. So pick whichever one works best for you. And enjoy this beautiful full skirt that this Felicia has. There's quite a few things I really like about the Felicia dress pattern. Not only does it have darts for the cup sizes, there's also 3 different sleeve options. There's also an option to add a gather to the bottom. What I like about this dress and why it gives you such a great silhouette is any dress that hits you at those bottom to top ribs is going to give you such a beautiful shape. And then it flares out from there. So not only does it fit the chest perfectly, but it comes in on most women's skinniest part and then has a beautiful flare at the waist and hips and be one of your favorite patterns. I can't suggest this enough, that this is such a wonderful pattern to have, and I think it's going to be a pattern that will be fun to hack as well. So whether you want to add long sleeves to it, short sleeves, so this is such a great pattern. And again, if you're scared of the V-neck, let me show you how to fix that today. So here I have my front round bodice and my back. And as you can see, I have all the darts clearly marked, and that is the first step in having the perfect dart. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of taking these darts and I'm showing you how to pinch them. So you're gonna be lining up the outside chalk lines and have the fold on the center chalk line. And then from here, you're going to take them to the iron and you're going to pinch them one more time and fold them onto the side. You want that crease to be on that center chalk line. And you're going to make sure you get a nice crease here and then clip it and move on to your next dart. And just do all the darts just like this until you have them all ironed down and clipped, ready to go. You can also use pins here. I know a lot of people like to pin all the way down. And then I'm going to go and use a stretch stitch at my sewing machine. I like the lightning stitch, but I'm going to increase it to about a 3.9 because I want a little bit longer so it's nice and smooth. Now when you get to the tip of your dart, you're going to just sew off and leave the threads long. You do not want to back stitch here. That causes a pucker. And then you're going to be taking your threads and just double to triple knotting them without pulling. Once you pull, again, that adds a pucker, and that is something that we are trying so hard to avoid. And back at my iron, I have one of my favorite tools. It's an ironing ham. It feels like a really hard pillow, and it helps add those curves when you're ironing. So if you're doing a shirt, collar, or darts, it works perfectly here. You can wet down your bodice and then you iron it without causing any problems. So it's just a really handy tool to have. I just absolutely love using it when I can. And as you can see with the results of the darts, they look absolutely perfect. So here we are so far with our darts. And so we have 4 in the front and then we have 2 in the back. So now let's move on to the neckband. So I'm going to be using this ultra soft quarter elastic. You may be familiar with this during the pandemic. I'm going to be putting it around the neckband, and then that way I can roll it under and have a beautiful finished neckband. So if you don't have any of this left over, what else can you use? Here's a normal 1/4 inch elastic. Now you can get all these elastics off of Wawak or Amazon. And I know a lot of people love clear elastic, so this is definitely a wonderful place to use this at. So here is my back bodice in front of my sewing machine. I'm going to start at the center of my back bodice, and here is my ultra soft elastic, and I'm sewing this on the inside after I have finished my shoulder seams. Now you want to use a wide zigzag stitch to go onto this elastic, and then I'm giving it about a 5% pull. So for every 10 inches, I'm only pulling it about 1/2 inch here. I don't want it to be wavy in any way. And then this is the most important part. You want to make sure that you sew your elastic on top of each other, because if you don't, you're going to have a gap in that elastic and you're going to see it, and it's not going to hold that pull that you have already created. So make sure that you zigzag over the top, and then as you can see, I'm now going to roll it under with more of a finishing stitch. So here I'm doing a lightning stitch increased to a 5 length, and then I'm just going to top stitch this down. Again, I'm not going to serge the edges here because this fabric is not going to fray, and I don't have 4 pink cones, so I want it to still look nice. You can roll under one more time if you prefer that as well. Just show you what that's looking like. See how nice that is? Once you finish with your neckline, it goes so fast from here. I'm going to be finishing up my side seams with the serger, making sure my darts are down, and adding my flounce sleeves onto my armhole on both sides. And then it's time to get to the skirt, where I'm going to be sewing down both sides of the skirt. So I'm so excited. So we have our skirt that's done right here. I still need to roll hem, and then we also have the bodice. So I put a clip right here in the front so I could remember, and then here is the bodice, and we're going to turn our bodice inside out, and then our bodice is going to come around the waist, and we're going to make sure that the front is in the front, and I can see this because I can see those front darts. So everything's going to come in, and then we're going to clip all the way around this. And then again, I'm just going to take it to the serger. So we're just going to clip right here, and then we're going to clip right here. This dress actually comes together so fast and so easy. Do not let it scare you with all those darts and with the neckband. It's a V-neck. You got this. So after I've attached my bodice to my skirt, it's time to sew them together. I want to make sure that my side seams on both the bodice and the skirt are lined up perfectly. You can tell I'm doing a double check here just to make sure. And you can even base those in if you choose to. And then next, it's about making sure that my darts are going the right direction that I iron them in. It's very easy to have the darts go the same way as your presser foot, but when you need to feed that dart in going the opposite direction, that's where it gets tricky to make sure that it does not get bunched up. So be very careful with your fingers as you get going. And then here is another side seam that I want to make sure is perfect before I move on to my back darts. Now from here, I serged my whole skirt, and I did a rolled hem because I wanted to have finished edges because I didn't want the serge down the side seam to be showing. And so I did finish up that. And here we go. All done. What do you think? I love this dress. I love all the darts. I tried it with a black ribbon, and those flutter sleeves are so adorable. I hope you give this dress a try. I know it seems a little scary with all those darts, but once you get started, you are going to love this. It's such a fast sew. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. A like and subscribe would be amazing.